So, picture this. Two teenagers who literally can't stand each other end up stranded on a deserted island for 3 months. No phones, no parents, no civilization, just them, the ocean, and survival mode turned all the way up. What happens next? Let's just say things get wild in ways you wouldn't expect. This is their story. We meet Emma, smart, popular, full of energy, the kind of girl who has her whole life planned out. Princeton University. Perfect grades, the whole deal. She wakes up early, ready to conquer the day. Then there's Dean. Complete opposite. This dude rolls out of bed late, brushes his teeth, and goes straight to playing video games. He's the school's troublemaker, the guy nobody really talks to. Emma's got her best friend Liz. And there's this guy Steven who clearly likes her. Liz keeps teasing Emma about it, trying to push them together. Meanwhile, Dean, he's sitting alone at lunch, casually cutting an apple with a knife. Big mistake. A teacher catches him, drags him to the principal's office. Classic Dean move. But here's where it gets interesting. Their teacher, Mr. Christensen, announces a school trip to Trinity Island. Everyone's hyped. Emma's excited. Dean? His dad practically forces him to go, reminding him how hard they work to get him this chance after all his screw-ups. They arrive at Trinity Island. It's paradise, pools, parties, good vibes. Emma's friends immediately start scheming to get her and Steven together. But when Emma shows up at this boat party looking for her crew, she sees Steven kissing another girl. Heartbroken, Dean notices. He throws some sarcastic comment her way, and Emma snaps back. Then everything goes sideways. Police raid the party. They got tipped off about students doing drugs. Chaos erupts. In the confusion, Emma loses her balance and falls overboard into the dark water. Dean sees her struggling, and without thinking twice, he dives in. He pulls her to a small lifeboat tied to the main vessel. But here's the crazy part. Dean cuts the rope. Emma freaks out. Why did you do that? Dean's logic. Simple. I'm not getting caught in a police raid. We'll wait for them to leave, then paddle back. Except they can't paddle back. There's no motor, and before they know it, a massive storm rolls in. Waves crash over them. They hold on for dear life through the night. Morning comes. The storm's gone. So is the party boat. They're floating in the middle of the Arabian Sea with no idea where they are. Dean's phone? Dead? Emma's phone? No signal. They start arguing, classic trapped with some you hate energy. Then Emma spots something on the horizon. An island. They paddle with their bare hands, fighting the current, exhausted. Finally, they reach the shore. Emma checks her phone again. Still no signal. Dean finds a flare gun in the boat and pockets it. They explore the island, hoping to find help. What they find instead? A beautiful waterfall. Dean's mesmerized. Take a picture. Emma glares at him. Are you serious right now? We're stranded and you're sightseeing? They walk for hours. The island is completely deserted. When they return to the shore, the boat's gone. The waves took it. All that's left is a life jacket. Reality sets in. They're stuck. Dean builds a fire. They spend the night on the beach. Emma's shivering, so Dean gives her his shirt. The next morning, Emma writes SOS in the sand, hoping someone will see it from the air. Meanwhile, back at the hotel, their disappearance becomes official. The police are called. Emma's mom, Barbara, and Dean's dad, Jack, are devastated. Search teams go out, but days pass with no sign of them. On the island, Emma and Dean have no choice but to work together. They build a shelter out of leaves and branches. They forage for food, bananas, berries, whatever they can find. Emma cuts her pants into shorts because of the heat. One night, Dean tells Emma about his mom, who died in a car accident. Emma listens, really listens. For the first time, she sees him as more than just the school screw-up. Days turn into weeks. They're getting closer, physically and emotionally. One night, Emma's lying next to Dean in their makeshift hut. In his sleep, Dean turns toward her and puts his hand on her. She doesn't move it away. The next day, they find a human skull in the forest. Emma panics. This could be us. Dean calms her down. No, we're not alone. People are looking for us. We're gonna survive. Trust me. Then he kisses her. It's Emma's first kiss. Weeks pass. One day, they hear a plane overhead. Dean rushes to grab the flare gun from Emma's bag, but it's gone. The plane flies away. Turns out, there was someone else on the island, a monkey. The little thief had been stealing their stuff, including the flare gun. Back home, the police declare them dead. The search is called off, but Barbara refuses to give up. She and Jack rent a helicopter and search themselves, handing out flyers. On the island, Emma and Dean have accepted their fate. They've learned to hunt, to survive, to live. They're building a life together. No rescue in sight. But then, one day, Emma spots the monkey in a tree. She offers it a banana. The monkey drops the flare gun. At that exact moment, they hear a helicopter. Emma fires the flare. The crew sees them. After 3 months, they're finally rescued. Emma and Dean return home. Their families are overjoyed. Tears, hugs, relief. But things feel weird. They've changed. The island changed them. That night, Dean sneaks over to Emma's house. They talk about how strange it feels to be back. He leans in to kiss her, but Emma pulls away. My parents keep checking on me every 10 minutes. You should go. The next day, Emma's parents throw a welcome home party. Dean shows up, but Emma ignores him. Hurt, he leaves. Life goes back to normal. Emma becomes famous, the girl who survived a deserted island. Dean? He stays isolated, alone. They pass each other at school. Just glances. No words. Prom night arrives. Dean's at home watching TV when his dad asks if he wants to wear his coat to the party. Dean hesitates. Meanwhile, Emma arrives at prom with her little sister Stacy. Her best friend Liz leads her outside, saying she has a surprise. And there he is, Dean, standing in the rain, waiting for her. Emma's mind flashes back to the island, the rain, the storms, the intimacy, the survival, everything they went through together. She steps outside. They lock eyes, and they kiss. Because no matter what happened, no matter how much the world tried to pull them apart, they survived together. And that bond, it's unbreakable. Here's the deal. Emma and Dean weren't just surviving physically on that island. They were surviving emotionally. They found something real in the middle of nowhere. No distractions, no judgment, just raw connection. When they came back, society tried to shove them back into their old roles. Emma, the perfect student. Dean, the screw-up. But they'd already outgrown those labels. The rain at the end? It's symbolic. It represents the island, the freedom, the rawness, the truth. Dean waiting in the rain is him saying, I'm not pretending anymore. Are you? And Emma choosing to walk into that rain with him? That's her answer. Honestly, this movie hits different. It's not your typical teen romance. It's raw, it's real, and it doesn't sugarcoat survival. What it does, well, the chemistry between Emma and Dean feels real. You actually believe they'd fall for each other in those conditions. The survival scenes are intense. No Hollywood magic, just two kids figuring it out. The emotional arc is solid. You see them grow from strangers who hate each other to people who die for each other. What might feel weak? The ending feels a bit rushed. After 3 months of island life, the transition back home happens too fast. Some of the side characters, especially Emma's friends, feel one-dimensional. Who should watch this? If you're into survival dramas, coming-of-age stories, or romances that aren't afraid to get messy, This one's a no-brainer. It's not perfect, but it stays with you. Because at the end of the day, this movie asks a simple question. When everything gets stripped away, who are you really? And who would you choose to survive with? And that's a question worth thinking about. Drop a comment if you'd survive on a deserted island. Or if you'd just give up and become friends with the monkeys. No judgment.